What's going on, guys? My name is Derek. Welcome to my channel. Today, quick video on my i2M Chrome Pro 2 on my S1000RR track bike. So a number of you have asked me how do we program a couple of things, how do I update tracks and stuff like that. So I figured I'd do a couple of quick videos on that exactly. I haven't actually gotten this bike out on the track yet since I got the Chrome Pro 2. My first track day is towards the end of May, so still haven't gotten it out on the track and seen what it can do. But I'm pretty excited. But I have messed around with the dash a little bit, and today I want to show you guys how to program your tire pressure monitor sensors. So I recently, or not recently, a couple of months ago, got the sensors installed, but I haven't put on any tires, and then I didn't program them into the i2M Chrome Pro 2. So I figured I'd do that today, seeing I had to put tires on the bike to get it off the stand so that we can work on the Speciale. So let me put this on the stand, set it up, point it at the Chrome Pro 2, and we'll get those monitors programmed into the dash. All right, guys, so we're over here on my BMW S1000RR track bike, excuse me. I have the camera pointed at my Chrome Pro 2, and before we get started, I moved the reservoir. You can't really, let me see. There it is. I moved the reservoir out of your way because normally it's mounted like right here in the way. So I got that out of the way. The other thing is that the Chrome Pro 2 is controlled with two buttons over here on the right. There's an upper button and a lower button here, and controls the entire thing is controlled by those two buttons. Now Chrome i2M does make a clip-on mounted controller, so sort of like these joystick buttons that you see on a lot of track bikes. I opted not to get that. I might at some point, I don't know, maybe after a track day or two or a season or two, I might opt to get that, but right now I don't need it. So let's turn the bike on. And I apologize if the lighting gets blown out because this is pretty bright. I did change the background so that it wouldn't be so bright, but it might get a little overexposed. So right now it's fully loaded. I'm running the carbon background. Normally it's white, but I'm running the carbon background so that you guys can get a halfway decent picture of it. So what we're going to do is going to quick press the lower button to go into the menus. And then I'm going to press the lower button a couple of times till I get down to input and special functions. And then I'm going to long press the lower button, which means I just hold it in. Gets to the next menu. And then I'm going to go configure input. So I'm just going to long hold here again. And then I'm going to go down to configure TPMS sensors, which is weird because TPMS means tire pressure monitor sensors. So you got tire pressure monitor sensors, sensor, which is, I've always found that kind of funny. Anyway, so I'm going to click a few times to get down to here, then long press again. All right, so this is where we configure our tire pressure monitor sensors. Your Chrome Pro 2, I believe, can hold, let me long press here, and you'll see that A is highlighted. So now if I use the upper button and just quick press, so I got A, B, C, D, and that's it. So now I'm going to go back to A, which means there are 4 settings, which means the front tire pressure monitor can hold 4 separate sensors, and the rear can hold 4 separate sensors. That means to you that you can have 4 sets of wheel tire combinations preset, preloaded for your Chrome Pro 2. So maybe you have 2 dry sets, maybe you have an intermediate set and a full wet set with monitors installed all ready to go. That means you can just pull the tires and wheels off, put the new ones on, and your Chrome Pro 2 will recognize them. You don't have to go back in here and reprogram those sensors that are in the wheels. So really, really convenient. So I'm a long press to get out. So now I'm going to go down to ID front sensor, one click, and then I'm going to long press, and you'll see this number come up. So now I need to program with the sensor numbers that came with my sensors. So how you click through here is you just individually click like this, and when you get to the one you want, then you obviously you change it. So I got, it's interesting that it starts there. So then we'll go to the next one. One. 1, 0, 2. All right. So then I'll long press to get out, and that front sensor is programmed. And now I'll go down to the rear sensor. I'll say A, and you notice the front sensor immediately changed. It's reading the tire pressure from the front wheel right away. So it's 17.56 psi. It's currently 60.8 degrees Fahrenheit in here, and it says 96%. I don't exactly know why it's given a percentage. I'll have to figure that out. But if you guys know, let me know in the comments. But I'm going to go down to the rear sensor here. I'm a long press, and I'm going to enter the rear one as well. So that's 7. Long press. Go to the next one. 8. Probably could have gone the other way. Long press. 1. Oops. 1. 1. Long press. 4. Long press, then we got 0, 0, and 2 again. So long press, lock that in, press to hold, and now both of them should pick up. And there we go. I had to spin the wheel a little bit because sometimes they go, the sensors go into what they call a dormant stage to save the battery. So once you start spinning the wheel and moving it, it recognizes motion and then it comes on. So that's what I had to do there. Ironically, the front didn't need motion because it's sitting on there, but regardless. So there you go. I have 17.56 in the front, 26.74 in the rear. And it's interesting that they're both picking up different temperatures inside there. But that's it. Now I can back out. So how to get out of this screen, you long press the top button. And it comes back here. And then you long press again. Goes back to the next screen. And that's how you get all the way back out to your original screen here. And I can configure this to do whatever. So right now it's showing RPMs, mile per hour, the mode that I'm in, so slick. I have it set up for best lap, last lap, the current lap time, and my ideal lap time. So, and then on the bottom, you'll see that it says circuit. It says no circuit right now because we're not near any. And then we got current split number 1. So those are things that are set up for right now. So let me take the camera off the tripod, and we'll wrap up. All right, guys. Well, I hope you found that quick video helpful on my i2M Chrome Pro 2 programming the TPMS sensors for the tires. I am Derek. This was Euro Superbike Life. You guys know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, or smash it if you did like this video. Be on the lookout for more videos on my i2M Chrome Pro 2 as we progress through the year and I start using it, and I'll provide feedback and things that I like, things that I don't like, sensors that I'm adding, and so forth. But until next time, guys, take care.